Yo, if you don't know me, I went from toxic, abusive household, being obedient to my parents, to basically being able to do whatever I want and make my own life choices. I'm talking about plates being thrown around the house, not being allowed to go to the gym when I was even 17 just because my mom felt like it, and just a plethora of emotionally abusive situations. Like one time, my mom didn't even talk to me for 6 months. Just 6 months of silent treatment, which is kind of fucked up, man. Even though we've all lived in the same house. So now that you know what kind of family I'm talking about, chances are you're in this incredibly niche situation as well, like I was. If not, just click off. I don't know what the fuck you're doing here. But when I was going through this when I was young, so about 14 to 19, I used to search up on YouTube and Google for help and see if anyone can relate or help me with this situation. And I used to get nothing. And it was kind of shit, man. Just because although going through all this makes you mentally tougher and just more emotionally resilient, it also robs you of the years where you can't make decisions in life that are good for you, like starting to go to the gym early, going to socialize with girls, and making high quality friends. You get what I'm talking about. It's kind of all of a domino effect. Just normal teenage shit. When I finally ended up going to university, I was a mess my first year because of all of this. I had no physique, no real experience with girls, no previous baller friend group, and I just ended up having a really shit time my first year and had to climb myself out of a really bad hole. And I had a way better second year at university. Now that all of that is out of the way, I just want to say a story which has single-handedly changed my entire relationship with my parents. It's the biggest piece of advice which a lot of people who are like us with abnormal parents miss out on. But holy fuck, once we understand it, what I'm about to say, it pretty much flips the whole parent dynamic on its head. And you can basically do the fuck you want. It also made me look at my parents a completely different way. So I'm gonna tell you guys a fire story. So grab your popcorn and coke and buckle up your seatbelts, man. So this is like just a preface, pretty shit story. This is completely off the dome, by the way. So forgive me if it gets a bit of mumbo jumbo. But yeah. So I remember I was 16 and I just done my GCSE exams, which is like kind of your first phase of high school for any Americans in here. So yeah, I just done my first GCSE exams. I was 16. The summer I had extra long summer because of COVID. And I just wanted to do something productive, and I wanted to be strong. I wanted to look good, which is important to me as well, because just as I'm 5'7", so I'm a bit short, shorter than average. So I really wanted to get into the gym and just like get jacked and look good, but I couldn't. Like I remember asking my parents, and I remember them telling me before, like such lying pricks, and they do this all. I mean, my parents do this all the time, and I imagine all of yours does as well. But like they'll say something, and then like when you ask for it, they'll just like lie, just make up some bullshit excuse like, nah, what? So yeah, I remember asking my parents when I was 16, and like my mom just flat out said no, man. Like she had no good reason. I don't know why she did it to this day. I feel like she just wanted to like kind of, controlling mum, doesn't want to give up any control. So, that's just what they do normally, isn't it? They just say no to everything. Yeah, so I just asked, and she never had a good reason really. She just, I don't know, she's always smirking about it as well. But I just asked and she was like, no. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, you promised me, like, I just wanted to go gym. I just want to go gym, man. Like, holy fuck, like, give me some independence. She just made a whole fucking story about how, I don't need to look like a man or some shit. I don't need to go gym, yada, yada, yada. It's not a place for like people like me or some shit like that. And like, I got into a full blown 15, 20 minute argument with her. And it was just like, fuck me. Like, I never, like, I was just shouting at her. Like, I was just like, bro, like, what the hell? No, I need to go. I need to go. Just trying to be like respectful at the same time and all that. But she was just like, no, you're not going. Like, and I remember crying at the end of it, literally like on my knees crying like a little bitch. I was 16, man. But like, I was just crying. I was just like, man, like, I need to go gym. Like, I don't know. She like a bit of backstory. I also had like a crush at the time as well that I was talking to. Like, I really loved it. This is my first proper crush. Like, I've had a couple before, but this is like first proper one, which I was talking to, texting, and like, I just like, obviously you just want to stay confident as much as possible, and like going to the gym, it would have like fucking transformed me at the same time while I was talking to her. Like, hopefully I would have got a relationship with her as well. But that's just a little side story. That's why like I was just like, man, I need to go to the gym. Also, you just want to be fucking attractive as well, like especially at 5'7", like, come on, man. But anyways, yeah, I was crying and everything. She was just like, no. She kind of like laughed at me. She's like, nah, you're not going. And it was so fucked up, man. And my dad just said nothing the whole time because, a lot of dads nowadays are just literally just blue pill motherfuckers. If you don't know what blue pill is, it's just like, happy wife, happy life, kind of Disney shit. Or they just don't want to piss their wife off, basically, because they're scared of their wives. It's kind of fucked up. A lot of them don't want to disobey their wives. They just want to keep them as happy as possible. just because they have no leverage in a relationship. I feel like that's most men, 80% of men, I feel like they just have no leverage in their marriage, and it's pretty much at the whims of their women. And I think it's just a ticking time clock, honestly, because one day your wife is just going to be pissed off at you, and she's going to divorce you, man. It doesn't matter how much leverage you give her, how much you make her happy. Like, true happiness comes from like just just having respect, isn't it? If your wife respects you, then that's fine. But that was a fucking side story. But anyways, I couldn't go gym. Yeah, so my family situation was so shit at the time as well. Like my parents would argue. I say argue, but it would mostly just be my mum, like, kind of fucking emotionally abusing my dad. It's kind of fucked up, but not. Yeah, I guess it's emotional abuse. I was gonna say not and try like backtrack, but I'll just be honest. Like, it's a faceless channel, man. But yeah, it's just like, just normal shit. Just really, just like, I don't know, like, just along the lines of you're not doing enough, yada yada yada. Like, he wasn't unemployed or anything at the time, at least, but he had a job. We had a really well paying job, like 6 figures, which I was shocked. I only found out recently that he was that rich. So like, I actually thought my parents were like kind of poor growing up, like while I was growing up. But I only found out like when I was 20, like that, we're not rich, but like we're also kind of well off compared to the average UK family. Like, it's like earning 5 times the amount of average wage. So yeah, but it's just personality. Like, my mom just doesn't like my dad. So yeah, I had a shit family situation at the time. I was 16, man. My crush broke my heart. Spoiler alert. I thought, yeah, I kind of just fucked up that whole thing. I had loads of friends at the time, and so, like, I remember my friends kind of made me self-conscious about like liking this girl because she was kind of like, she didn't have that much ass, basically. She was kind of flat. So my friends were like, "Man, you trying to date paper?" And I was like, "Bruh." But like, they didn't even know that I actually liked her. They just knew that both of us talked to each other, but they didn't know like, oh, like, he actually likes. So like, they kind of fucked up for me. So I was always in this like indecisive mindset. Indecisive. I was like, oh, maybe it'd be kind of embarrassing if I was with her. Like, what a stupid mentality, man. Because she was kind of pretty, but yeah, it was just that whole thing fucked up in my stupid face. Like, after like 4 weeks of texting, I kind of just did some stupid things. I think I just like left her undelivered for like 4 days, just like stupid replies. And yeah, she just got pissed off and like blocked me. And like, oh my god, I completely like, I was fucked. Like, I was just like, oh fuck, like, there's no coming back from this. And like, once she blocked me, I kind of knew. I was like, nah, I actually do kind of like this girl. Like, fuck. Yeah, that was fucked up as well. So yeah, my whole summer was just basically fucking depressing after that. Cause like, this is like my first proper crush. So like, it's kind of a heartbreak. I know that's kind of pussing out, but like, yeah, this is like my first heartbreak, I'd say. Even though it wasn't a fucking relationship, but I feel like afterwards, because I was just like obsessed with this girl the rest of the summer, and like, we just didn't talk anymore. And like, yeah, I embarrassed myself a couple times because I was like quadruple, 5 times texting her. But yeah, I was just in depression the whole of the summer. Went to a new school after summer started. So like, how it works is after 16, you kind of go to a new high school, or like, it's a different phase of education after that. So went to a different school. I had a couple of friends still come, so that was really good. I like, my best friend still came, and a couple of old friends from my previous school come to my new school. But there was tons of new people at my new school, and they were all kind of together because it's kind of weird because it's a new school that has a second phase of education. My old school didn't have a second phase of education, so I had to go. Basically, we all had to go to a new school. And I was just insecure all the time, man. Like, fuck me. Like, because like, I just went in and, everybody just kind of looked bigger, just looked more grown up, just because like all of them were going gym pretty much. Apart from my friends. My friends were bums. But, just looked like everyone was going gym. Like, they were all bigger, they all went out to parties and stuff. They all had like friends. Because like, I'm like, my friends, like, at my old school, they were just really religious. But this new school was just like complete opposite. And like, it was just I was so insecure, so intimidated. And like, I was just a skinny, short guy. He looked alright. Like, I wasn't fucking model level. Like, I looked alright. I wasn't ugly as fuck, but like, it was just I was so insecure basically the whole time. And to make matters worse, my crush came to my new school. Like, she joined my new school. Like, the crush that, just blocked me, and I just embarrassed myself in front of her. She came to my new school, and obviously because of this embarrassing text. Like, it wasn't anything fun. It's not like I was sending dick pics or something, but it was just like me being kind of desperate. Like she told a couple of people in my fucking class, one of my classes, one of my new subjects I was doing in my classes, and still a couple of people in my class, and it was just fucking embarrassing, man. And just any confidence I had was shattered. Like I was like a all-time low, man. And it was just I deeped it way worse than it really was. Like it really wasn't that deep, but like to me it was just kind of everything. It was just like fuck, man, I'm so pathetic. Like my whole I have nothing to fall back on, no body, no physique, no experience with girls. Like I was just like I was like fuck me, like it's just I had thoughts like that. It's kind of fucked looking back on it, but and my family situation was getting a whole lot worse. Like fuck me, I thought summer was bad. Like it was getting so much worse. Like it was like breaking point. Um, and my grades were flunking, despite me being a fucking smart kid. Like I actually got really good grades in my GCSEs, and I didn't even put my hands up in like to answer questions in my new school. Like I was just so fucking I don't know, I was just kind of insecure. To be fair, nobody really put their hand up anyways, but I always like I never really gave a fuck. I'd always put my hand up. But like I was just kind of in my new school, I was just like, I didn't put my hand up, no nothing. And that kind of led to me be like kind of flunking a couple of classes, I can't lie. Like there's this one maths class, I was really good at maths, but I was shit at maths now, and it was just like I was like fucking like my whole confidence was shattered. Because like at least I was good at maths, like I was like, oh well, I'm really good at maths. Like I got the highest grade possible in my GCSEs, and then just come to my new school, and I'm just like being shit at maths. It was a kind of further advanced mathematics, to be fair, but I was still shit at it. Like it was just so bad. It wasn't even like I was getting bullied or anything, man. I was still talking to a couple guys in my class who were like the cool guys, the party guys. I was kind of like I was just sat next to them like the whole every lesson. Like we'd always talk shit, but like I was just so insecure because I was like, bro, like they're clearly no. I don't want to say the word better than me because like one of them was like proper retarded. The other one actually turned into like a semi Andrew Tate guy and like makes money online. So props to him. He was actually a really smart guy, but the other one was just completely retarded. Like I'm pretty sure he like got held back. Like he had to do 2 years of fucking education again. It was so fucked. But I was just insecure in front of them because like they were like getting experience with girls, going to parties, just like they had independence basically. Like their parents didn't hold them back. Their parents didn't tell them to do what. Like they just pretty much did whatever the fuck they want, and their lives were good. Well, at least one of them, like he was a smart guy. The other was like retarded. I would never want to be like him. I had no hobbies because my parents didn't allow it. They let me change my subject. I didn't want to do computer science. That was one of my subjects. And so, yeah, man, I didn't even want to come home most days just because my family situation was shit. I had no hobbies as well because my parents didn't allow me to. I wanted to do boxing, the gym, yada, yada, yada. I wanted to do a football club as well at one point. But like my time had gone for football at that point. I was like 16, 17. Like there was no chance I was going pro. Just shit like that. Like I wanted to change my subjects as well. One of my computer science subjects, I remember coming just because fucking school was hard for me, man. Like it was just such a fucking step up. Like I was doing advanced mathematics, normal mathematics. I was shit at advanced mathematics. It's like I didn't put my hand up. I was insecure all the time, worried about other shit. Couldn't really focus on class. I was doing computer science. I didn't even do computer science at GCSE. Like everyone in my class had, and I didn't. My dad had told me to do computer science, and it was fucking shit. Like holy fuck, I'm getting pissed off thinking about it again. I remember I remember slamming the wall after I left computer science. My friend was with me. I remember slamming the wall, going like, man, I can't fucking do this. Like what the fuck? Like oh, that was a funny day. Like I probably actually talked to that my friend, but he is like kind of like sympathizing with me as well. But yeah, I remember going home to my dad that day, telling him like I just want to change all my subjects like computer science, and he was just calling me a bitch basically. He was like, oh, you're just gonna quit at everything when you're gonna quit at everything when it gets hard in life. I was like thinking about it now, I'm like, who the fuck are you? Like you are fucking the complete opposite of what anyone should be. But that's a story for another day. But at the time he was just basically calling me a bitch. And I was just telling him, I was like, bro, it's too hard. Like advanced maths, computer science. I haven't done any of these subjects before. I just want to like fucking chill, man. I just want to be a kid. I just want to go to the gym. I just want to like have a normal fucking life, normal social life. I just want to like, like I generally did. I just wanted to clap some cheeks and just, have a relationship and just like kind of live life normally, man. But he forced me to do subjects still, and I was just like, I can't believe I just listened to him. Like looking back at it. And my home situation just kept on getting worse. Like it was just like I can't even talk about it here. It's just like lucky abusive shit. Like not towards me, but like it was just sad, you know, it's just hurtful, it's painful to watch, just like sitting there every day, just seeing shit get worse. You can't even do anything about it. Like you generally can't do anything about it. Either way, long story short, man, I think I just rambled a lot there. Long story short, my life was completely the opposite of what I wanted, and that's the thing. Most kids enjoy doing nothing, playing video games, not working hard. But I wasn't like that, man. Like I wasn't. I wanted to work hard. I wanted to have something to be an outlet. You know, I wanted to go to the gym. I wanted to. Well, you know, obviously I would have liked to make money, but like clearly, like looking back, I didn't really work that hard. If I wanted to make money, I kind of would have found a way, but you know, just my mental health was so fucking shit. So like, you know, come on, give me some break. Like, my mental health was shit. My fucking friend group was shit. Just because like we were all kind of bums. You know, no girls, no nothing. My crush was still at my new school, and like, I just seeing her every time, just walking by in lunch or like class, just with another guy, some fucking dude. You know, he's kind of bigger than me. You know, kind of a party guy. It just fucking, you know, the gut pain. It just hurt. I was like, man. Like, life cannot get any worse, honestly. I don't think life has got worse since that point, honestly. I think that's like the fucking worst of it. That was depression fucking incorporated. I don't like using the D word for like since then I'm never using the D word again, but like that was fucking depression. I remember I was in such a bad state, just a constant bad loop of negative thoughts. So then I'd have negative thoughts on my negative thoughts, and I had to come home to a shitty situation, and I was just like, I had no independence, so like I couldn't like lash out. It was just all in me, you know. I just had to go home and just like be a scared little boy pretty much, and it's kind of fucked. But yeah, what was I kind of went off tangent there, but you know, most kids like they just enjoy playing video games. I guess I never really enjoyed playing video games, but I couldn't change my situation. I wasn't allowed to, which is what I'm getting to. And there's so much more I can talk about. That is really just a snapshot of the thing. I think this channel, I just really want to like talk about all those situations and just like kind of try, you know, because there's some fucking kid like me, he's going through the same shit right now. Probably, I just want to like help him, and just it kind of be cool to have like a archive of all my memories and what my solutions to those problems and memories would be now. But yeah, I just wasn't allowed to change my situation. So now I'm going to tell you like how I operate now, why I operate like this, and how it basically keeps my parents out of my way, and like how I went from that complete fucking shit to like now I can literally just do whatever the fuck I want, make my own decisions, how I'm allowed to do it. Like I've like life's basically in my hands. Like I'm so accountable for all my actions now, and it's beautiful. Like you know, it's all up to me now. That's so much more beautiful than being 16, 17 and not even being allowed to fucking change subject, not being allowed to go boxing, not being allowed to fucking go to the gym. Like, oh my, what a fucked up situation. But you know, I want to tell you now how I went from that to this. So fast forward to I'm 20 now. I did my second year of university. My first year was obviously shit, like I said at the start of the video, but my second year was just, it was mid, but in some ways it was kind of more rubbish, because this is a long story, but basically after my first year of university, I had the sickest summer ever. I had the summer of summers. Like, I'm talking about everyone I knew was jealous of me. Like, bro, I don't want to use the fucking jock. Bro, jocks, popular guys, football, everyone was jealous of me, because I, like, for 24/7, I was posting my stories and Instagram as well. But I did this Cap America thing basically, and I was like, it was the best thing ever. Like, I was getting, you know, girls. I was getting experience with girls. Like, oh, there was this blonde American Jewish girl with like, I was with, story for another day. But anyway, I had the sickest summer, and like I was also really arrogant that summer, and so I was also really arrogant towards like people who were basically less than me that summer. I was like 19. I was like this young swashbuckling kid at my camp, and like the rest of the guys are like 21, 22, like insecure. But like I was just this young swashbuckling kid who walked around camp and like it was his, and like all the girls loved me. So I was really arrogant. Like I kind of rub it in some people's faces every now and then. Looking back at it, I was not in the wrong at all. Like I didn't rub it really in people's faces, but like people just had a problem with me just because I was fucking hot and young and fucking just with all the girls. But anyways, that was I'm really getting off topic here. But so like I had this whole summer thing of like, oh, I was really arrogant. Maybe I should be more humble to like, so that people can like me more. Completely wrong, by the way. Like, why the fuck did I care that a bunch of losers didn't like me? But that's unfortunately the thing I had in my head. I was like, oh, maybe some So then the rest of my second year, I was like really humble. Like, you know, I always try to make sure people liked me. Keep in mind, I'm still kind of skinny. And not that good looking. I'm still alright good looking, to be fair. I was quite lean. But anyways, I had this, and you know, I had my sports team at university that I joined, and yeah, I was just like, I had this humble year, and it was just fucking shit. Long story short, everybody was like, kind of, not everybody, but you know, a group on the team was like, just kind of bullying me, kind of like they just didn't like me for some reason, one reason or the other. They just did not like me. I think it's because I was like humble instead of just like being myself, just being like an arrogant little shit. But they just didn't like me, you know. And I remember in like maybe April or something. So like academic year starts in September, and April, it took me that long. I just kind of read it. I was like, what the fuck am I being humble for? Like these guys are literally just kind of like making fun of me, kind of bullying me, and you know, what am I doing this humble shit for? And so like I kind of just like completely switched my personality again, just went back to being an arrogant guy. And oh, there was this fat kid in the kind of who was bullying me. This fat, he was like our president. I completely ripped him in the group chat in front of like 100 guys, and like I just kept I told him a fat little shit. I said he's useless, he's pathetic, you know, he's just like not good at his job, he can't do anything. And he was trying to fight back because he must be thinking like, oh fuck, where's this? Why is this guy talk? Where's this energy coming from? Why is this guy? You know, where did I thought he was like feeble, but like he just could not say shit back, and like the whole group chat was laughing. They were like, oh my god, you know, he's fucking like I'm. They just looking at me like, oh, this guy. It's fucking like he's giving it to the president, man, the fucking captain of the team, like because nobody really liked him because he's kind of fat, you know. I guess halo effect, but like everybody was like, oh fuck yeah, keep on going, man, keep on going. They were just egging it on, and I was just kept on roasting his ass, and like he just came back down and apologized pretty much. It was so funny. Yeah, I had this whole arc. So I had like 8 months of being humble. I don't know. I get off on side stories so much. I had this 8 months of being humble, and my life was really shit. I just looked at my life. I was kind of sick of it. You know, I had no hoes, no really beautiful girls I was with, all like kind of fucked. Apart from that, like, yeah, the only time I actually was with a beautiful girl was in fucking America when I was arrogant as fuck. 8 months I spent being a humble little dickhead, and I got no girls. But like, that's not completely it, I guess, because I have no muscle. I had no muscle, and I was kind of like, I don't know, I was just wasn't that attractive, I guess, compared to my America self for whatever reason. But you know, no girls. My grades were shit. What else? There was like a couple other things, you know, like I just wasn't respected, and all this shit like pissed me off, man. And I was just sick of my life. And so now I'm going into my third year of my degree. So I had this 9 to 5 to work, 9 to 5 to work the whole year because it's called a placement basically. And so I chose to do that. I was like scouring the fucking internet for a replacement. Finally found one at the last minute. I also got my grades to like the day after, and they were completely shit. So it was really bad. I was in a really bad place. So I was just sick of my life pretty much. And it was this summer, and I had nothing to do. Kind of, I was just back home, and I watched them amputate. Keep in mind, like my parents are still like strict people who keep on fucking up my day. I say my parents, it's really my mom. You know what my relationship, my parent dynamic is, but like I was just keeping my parents are like still dickheads. So yeah, it's the summer. I'm really sick of my life. Just it was a shit life, and I just found a lot of amputate on my Instagram. And like I had seen the red pill before, you know, it's when I was 17. It was like attractive, but I couldn't even go to the gym at the time. So it just made me more depressed when I used to watch it. So I kind of stepped away from that when I was 17. But like watching again when I was 20, I was like, shit, man, like this guy's fucking right. Like it was like he was speaking to me. Like he was like, listen, if you want to fuck the hot girls, if you want like money, listen, you have one life. You have one life, man. And he's like, you're wasting it. You're fucking wasting it, man. You should be pissed off. If you want to fuck the hot girls, you need to fuck them now, man. Like you need to like build your life up. You need to do all this just positive fucking. I don't know why people hate Andrew Tate, but anyways, it was just all this positive shit. And before I started my job, I got really into it. It was just like he was speaking to me, you know. He was just telling you to basically just be accountable for all your actions. Your life's in your hands. Get pissed off, you know, just fucking. There was a couple other things he said. I can't really remember off the top of my head. You know, like no one's coming to save you. You have to believe you can do anything. And since obviously I adopted it because, you know, I was at a shit point in my life. I was like, you know what, it's better to switch up something than just keep on doing what I'm doing. So I tried what he said, and like I adopted that whole personality. And since he said that, and since I've started doing that, my parents completely just get out of my way. It's crazy. And like they just let me do whatever I want. And it's not like they let me, because they'll still question me and be like, oh, you shouldn't go to the gym at that point. Because like at this point, like they've kind of they're letting me go to the gym now. Well, I say let, whatever. I go to the gym now. And like they'll still give me their little fucking quirks, like, oh, you shouldn't go at night, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, be more humble, right, but like they just completely, and all of that's disappeared. Like I can pretty much do whatever the fuck I want now. My life's in my hands, which is crazy to me, because I was a locked up, just fucking, you know I don't know how to describe it. Just like some locked up fucking chastity fucking virgin at fucking 16, who just like, he was like mummy and daddy, like just didn't let them do shit. And like it just, the complete switch is ridiculous. And like I'll still have tough times with them, but as long as I maintain frame and do what I want and know it's right and don't let the little comments or big ones change my decisions, if I say something, I fucking do it. That's it. If it's really as simple as that. I used to have this little boy mentality when dealing with them, but when your goal is just so big and you conduct yourself in a grown-up way, like I'm saying, grown up ain't being reasonable and talking like a pussy, trying to find a common ground and shit like that. Like that's just not grown up, bro. That's just, people are gonna take advantage of you. Like you just gotta take and do whatever the fuck you want. And just, people will step out of your way because they're, at least my parents, because their brain switches and they have no control of you anymore. They'll try to test you every now and then, and just keep doing what's right and saying what you believe, and don't fucking argue with them or say any extra words when the conversation gets serious. Holy fuck, it will work wonders, man. Like it is amazing how much my life has changed. And like that's all I pretty much wanted to tell you. Like your life will fucking change if you do this. Just, you gotta step into that grown-up mentality, that that kind of red pill mentality of just like, I'm the fucking man. Like I do what I want. Like I'm not gonna let some fucking bitch ass parents dictate my life. But like I look back at me at 16, 17, went through all those tough times. Like it could have been avoided. Like all of that could have been avoided if I had really big goals that I was chasing, and just didn't let anyone stop me. Like if my goal was to like be a fucking bodybuilder, have a sick physique, and like, oh, my parents don't let me go gym, so like, blah, blah, blah. Like that's so fucking shit. Like you should just go gym when you want. Don't negotiate with your parents. Do what you think is right. That's what's key. Like I remember even when my parents did let me go gym when I was like 18, 17. They made me wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning to fucking go gym before my like school, because they didn't want me going after. Like they're just fucking insecure little dickheads. Holy fuck, 5 a.m. in the morning, man. Like I used to see some fucking immigrant workers in the morning. Anyways, that's a completely different story for another day. But if you need more help with stuff like this, I got more channels on my, I got more videos on my channel. Holy fuck, I've been talking for like 30 minutes here and my voice is really parched. But, I got more videos on my channel, and subscribe as well. Like, but if you need more help, just comment, and yeah, peace, motherfuckers.